Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic Review. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a Magic Review. That's what I do here. I review magic tricks Monday through Friday. On the weekends, we do something fun, right? Something fun, something different. Been doing top 10 lists recently, but I also review playing cards. I also do giveaways. So if you like giveaways, you like free stuff, I do giveaways every single month. Every single year, I give away thousands of dollars worth of magic tricks. So I'm just saying, push like, sub, and follow if you don't want to miss out. Today, we're going to look at Eden from Magic Dream Paris. This is a gimmicked deck trick that kind of does one trick. And so I'm going to start with, is it what I thought? And the answer is yes, because this is Card Tune. This is Card Tune, just done a little differently. In Card Tune, you riffle through the cards, and there's a little animation of a little stick figure magician, and he's pulling a card out, and at the end, it's their card, right? But in Eden, it's not a riffle through, it's a fan. So you're going to fan the cards across the table like a tight fan, and their card is going to be in the middle of the fan instead of at the end. But that's really the only difference. So in Eden, you're going to have a little block of cards face down. They're not going to see them, but you're going to say that each one is a different famous painting. Okay? And they're going to select one, they're going to turn it over, and it's going to be the creation of man, right? The creation of Adam. And you can turn the other cards over, and of course, they're all different famous paintings. You'll then have them just choose any card out of a deck of cards. No force, free thought, no equivoque. They can name any card. You then pull your deck out and give it a fan, and the back design in the fan creates the painting that they chose, the creation of Adam. And you see right there at the fingertips where Adam and God are touching fingers. If you explode that, right? If you were to treat it like a phone and you were to pinch it and expand it, there's actually a single playing card between their two fingers, and you move the fan aside, and then right there is one card, and it's their card. Their card is between the fingertips. So it's a double force, right? You get a little package of cards. This is what you get when you buy, right? You get a little packet of cards that is your force painting cards, okay? And then you get the deck of cards, which allows you to reveal any card from between the fingertips. Very similar to a cartoon deck. So everything's gonna come in this draw pull box, but it's really beautiful, okay? And you get a little hard-shelled design here. The cool thing about Magic Dream Paris is they typically always give you instructions in French and English. And now, because of AI, they only have to film their explanations once. They used to have to film them twice. So now you get AI generated text. So this is your forcing deck. And let me just say, there's a couple features about this deck of cards. It's the vintage backs, right? But you're also going to see it's a maiden back because they're also marked. So there's a mark kind of over where my thumb is, and it's going to reveal everything so that you can find your card, you can find the spectator's card, from the back without having to go through the faces. So that's an extra layer of deception. And then the back design, see, I can't fan these across the table for you because I don't have a table. The back design creates the creation of man, which means this deck can't be handed out, right? You can't inspect this deck at all. Then you get your stack of forcing cards. These are also marked. These are also marked so that you can do your force effectively. So you're going to get different famous paintings, some more famous than others, right? Girl with the pearl earring. Yep. Mona Lisa. I've heard the Mona Lisa is small in real life. Have you heard that? Has anyone seen the Mona Lisa in real life? How big is? I've heard it's like no bigger than an iPad. That can't be true, right? It's not that small. This, of course, isn't really a painting. It's a ceiling in the Sistine Chapel. The rest of these are paintings, but this really isn't typically a painting. So yeah, on the back, they're just made to look like parchment, but the one is marked a little different than all the others. What else can I tell you? It's well made, right? Bicycle quality cards, so everything is USPCC, because Bicycle makes the best cards on the planet. I can't say much more than that. As far as the video goes, the video is 35 minutes long. They're gonna have an intro, and they're gonna jump right to a studio performance. There's an unboxing. They're gonna teach you a very simple version where you just flat out read the mark on the back, cut the deck, and you're done. That's literally it. Like, there's nothing else to it. A beginner could do this. Somebody who's new to Magic could do this. The only thing that's difficult in this whole trick is cutting the deck at the exact right spot. That's all you gotta do. Just cut the deck at the right spot, do a tight fan across the table, and you're done. And reset is you put the force card back. That's it. You put the force card, or it's not really a force card, right? You put their chosen card back in stack where it came out of, but that's everything. Even though the video is 35 minutes, you're gonna learn the entire trick in 15. Okay, you are. Because then they just do it again. They do the whole trick again, this time a little slower with commentary. The two teachers, they take turns teaching you like how they do it, how they approach it. They'll close it out with how to force the painting from the stack of painting cards. And then they have some extra ideas at the end of that. So pocket space, it should only be the deck of cards. And then you can keep your force painting cards in one of the little black plastic envelope thingies, or wrap it in a rubber band around the deck itself. So yeah, but angles wise, it wouldn't, even if you did a semi-tight spread, it would still work. It would just, the painting would be a little blurry, right? You'd either distort the characters by making them too long, or Adam would be too long and God would be too thin. But if you can do a tight-ish fan, your angles are perfect. You have nothing to worry about. But like I said, no inspection, right? No inspectability. And slice and difficulty level, couldn't be easier. You're literally pulling their card out in front of them, just not showing it to them, and then cutting the deck and spreading. That's it. There's nothing to do. So easy, easy, easy. Easier than Cartoon, I think, in my opinion. Easier than Cartoon. And I think a cooler trick, too. I don't know, the flip book action thing, they gotta look at it, I don't know. Well, the thing with Cartoon is, I've never liked the stock of paper. So, I don't know. I like this one better. It just makes more sense to spread it out on the table. So, yeah, so positives, I think it's a fresh alternative to Cartoon. I like this story better, certainly because it's the creation of man. Like, that's a great painting. I love that painting. It could give you the opportunity to share your faith if that was a route you wanted to go down. So any Christian magicians, I think, would get a big kick out of this as well. Of course, there's always the art aspect of it too. You want to go the art realm. Negatives, what? You can't inspect it. I mean, I guess that's the only negative. And then it's a one-hit wonder, right? This is one deck that can't do anything else. It is $53, so a little higher maybe than most gimmick decks, but it's MDP, it's coming from Europe, so you're gonna probably pay a little bit more. Conversion rate fluctuates, so check your conversion rate when you go to purchase. But big, huge thanks to Magic Dream Paris for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, and lastly, I would like to remind you that mine is not the only voice out there. When making a Magic purchase, be sure to watch other review channels to get a well-rounded opinion. Please don't take my word for it. I am just one voice. There are plenty of other fantastic review channels out there, and you should be listening to all of them. I've included several of my favorite channels here, but I'm sure you know of a few others. Please do yourself a favor and subscribe and follow these talented people as well, so that you're always making the best purchase possible that fits your style and your character. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.